Hello everybody. I'm here after some scuff. Finally, sorry for the tardiness. I did as fast as I could, but I think it was worth the wait because I found a lot of new information that I don't think has been covered yet. I was also a little overwhelmed with things, so I had to take a little moment, a little breather. Thank you so much. I'm here for Scuff, and you love Scuff. Thank you so much for the 10 month. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. We got a shit tons of slides to go through. And then I have the free run watch along. I'm like convinced that the free run watch along are cursed, and every time I try to have the watch along with my community, something terrible happened. So we might be the reason why Shion is now graduating. It's awful. They don't want me to end the free run season. Yeah. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna try to tell this like it's a video essay. I'm gonna try to make it as good as possible. So, as I went to bed last night, there was a innocuous, maybe not so innocuous, but there was a stream scheduled by Shion. I tweeted about it on my Twitter account. Just went live. It was a announcement stream with very little delay, very little like notification. It went live. Would be live in 8 hours. It was late for me, so I went to bed, and then I woke up to the whole world on fire. Apparently a lot of people said that the kanji used for announcement was like a little bit negative, or like a serious kind of announcement. So yeah. At this point now, once the stream went live, a lot of the talents that had also streams scheduled at the same time started changing their schedules. Fubuki here, for example, tweeted, "Sorry everyone, I have some news about Shion. The event started at 9 p.m. so please watch the live stream from 10 p.m. It's a little late, but if you like, I'd love to join you and have some fun." Subaru did somewhat the same. She says, "There will be a break from broadcasting today. Sorry that Monster Hunter is next week. Have a good night's sleep today. We'll be broadcasting with enthusiasm again from tomorrow." And then there's Choco saying, "I'm taking a break from streaming today. We'll stream tomorrow morning or evening. There has been a lot of changes to the schedules, so I'm remaking Choco Jewel. Wait a minute." And Vivi Vivi tweeted, "Today has been a hectic day, so I'm going to take a break from streaming. Check out the cover songs and archives." Fantastic! Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Now, also, what was going on around the same time is that Matsuri tweeted on her PL that's like her official PL, some song lyrics she was listening to. The first part of the song lyric was "Let's all stay strong," and then she tweeted a bunch of other things. People were asking her what this was about. Some people thought she was doom posting. She responds to a user saying, "It was a tweet of the lyrics of a song I was listening to, and I was wondering what it was, and then I found out about the frame through everyone's tweets." Obviously there's some mistranslations here, but she does end up deleting her original tweets as it caused some speculations, I assume. And then the stream happened. So let's talk about the actual stream and what was said. So the stream happens, Shion announces her graduation. Now there's a couple translations that have been made. We cross-refed a few translations. Everybody has their own little difference. I picked the one that I thought was pretty good. She asked not to clip the stream, and she asked also not to rebroadcast the VOD, so we really only have transcripts to go off from. So it starts by saying, "Good evening, can you hear me?" The comments froze, so I wasn't sure, but now I can see them. Once again, good evening. This is Shion of Hololive 2nd Generation. My head hurts a little, but today I have an important announcement for everyone who has always supported me. That's why I'm broadcasting this. I'm sorry for making you feel anxious before the stream started. I'm truly sorry. In conclusion, I'll say it. Shion will graduate from Hololive on April 26, 2025. The reason is a difference in direction with the company. I've been here for 6.5 years, now entering my 7th. Over the past few years, I started feeling this difference more and more. As time passed, it gradually grew bigger. About a year ago, I took a break without deciding when to return. I was struggling, mentally exhausted, and honestly, I was worried about my life. I thought taking a break would help, but I started hating the internet, something I once loved. That fear was terrifying. It affected me both mentally and physically. Even now, I still go to the hospital. I don't think I will be completely cured, but after a year, I realized I still love it. Before, I wouldn't even have thought about getting help. I would have just given up, but because of you, my listeners, my Shiokos, I wanted to take better care of myself. Last year, I truly felt that the internet is my place. A warm and kind space surrounded by my supporters. I want to laugh and be happy together with you. I really, really love you all. There is no lie in my words. So why graduation? As long as I belong to a company, I believe it's right to follow its directions and rules. But over time, expectations changed. Things that weren't there before, things that weren't expected became necessary. And that's where I disagreed with the company. That's why I chose to graduate from Hololive. I was very worried about announcing this before Hololive Fest. But I wanted you all to know about my last fest before it happened, so I decided to announce it now. People often say difference in direction, but that's really what it is. I'm sorry, I can't say more than that. I know that there will be assumptions and rumors. Please don't be fooled. Only believe what I've said. Everything I told you today is what I truly feel, and I hope my words won't be taken out of context. Thank you for understanding. There is still time until my graduation, so until then, I want to make a lot of memories with you. Thank you always. Please take care of me until the last day. And for the final words, I have read the prepared text, and that's all for now. It's a bit early, but I like to end here. Thank you all for everything. Well, it might be strange to say that now, but thank you. I hope that you will support me until my last day, April 26, 2025. I will do my best for Hololive Fest. Thank you, and thank you for listening. Okay, let me just take a moment to collect my thoughts. There's a few things that was discussed in the announcement. I saw a lot of people online being like, oh, this announcement or this graduation before Hololive Fest, that's really, really bad. But I do think it's important. It was important for her to announce this before Hololive Fest, so her fans could go see her perform one final time, and she could give it her all one final time, and give her like a big send off. From the sound of her not of her graduation, of her announcement and what she said, the bit where she's talking about the internet, saying that she's, went back and forth wondering if she started hating the internet or if but then she figured out that no, she actually loves this place and she feels like it's truly her place. It does hint, or it feels like we're going to see her again, probably as an indie. For those who've been following Shion, I mean, she has been very absent for a lot of years now. She's had health struggles in the past. I'm gonna talk about it after I've hit its own segment. You probably saw this coming. She was always kind of speculated to be one of the people that might graduate soon, so it doesn't really come as a surprise. However, I'm not gonna, disregard the feelings of the people who are grieving about this, because it still hurts even though you kind of saw it coming. As for the direction of the company, oh god, I gotta sneeze. One sec. As for the direction changing with the company, she did, that seems to be one of the main focus points as well. She says that things that weren't there before and things that weren't expected became necessary. And that's where I disagreed with the company. I'm not sure if Hololive, I'm not sure if the Hololive talents are treated as like freelancers or salaried employees. Because when you're a freelancer, well, you know what? I don't even know how it works in Japan. I just know how it works in my country. But in my country, if you're a freelancer, the agency you work with, they can sort of switch up the rules on you all the time, or they can try to make you sign a new contract, but with new directives. But if you are an employee, they're not necessarily allowed to do this. But then again, it might not work like this in Japan, so I don't even know why I'm basing myself off of that. So disregard that. So I think okay, I spoke about this. Now, let's go over the official part, and then we'll go over the less official stuff. Hololive released shortly after this their own official announcement, saying announcement regarding the graduation of Murasaki Shion. Thank you for your continued support of Hololive production. We regret to inform you that Murasaki Shion, a member of the VTuber group Hololive, will be graduating on Saturday, April 26, 2025. As a second-generation member, Murasaki Shion has been an integral part of Hololive for nearly 7 years. That's huge. It's a lot of time. Playing a significant role in the growth and success of Hololive production since its early days. We understand this news may be difficult to fans and everyone involved, and we deeply appreciate the warm support and kindness you have shown throughout her journey. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. They also released, the official black font on white paper letter. It's pretty much saying the same thing. I guess the only thing that's important to note is that Shion will not remain an affiliated talent. She is straight up graduating. Shion herself then took to Twitter to send this message saying, Shion will be graduating from Hololive. Thank you so much to everyone who supported me over the past 6.5 years. This decision is the result of a lot of thought that took me several years to make. The graduation broadcast is scheduled for April 26, and until that day comes, I want to make lots of memories. Please support us. To this, Tanigo replied, Shion, thank you for your hard work over the years. Irani replied, thank you, Shion senpai. Luffy liked the hairstyle that you created I use at Io Salon, so I hope you'll keep trying out different hairstyles in the future, because I think they all look good on you. Koyori also tweeted at them, Shion senpai, before I found out you were graduating, I was really glad that we were able to get closer. That's why I'm incredibly lonely. But I'd be happy if we could have fun together for the rest of our time together. Let's hang out. I'll always love you. There's a message from Noelle. Shion senpai, I loved chatting on stream and used it to accompany me while I worked. I'm sad, but I still have a lot of time before graduation, so I'll burn Shion senpai's image into my memory. I hope you will make lots of fun memories until the very end. Koyori also added in another tweet, even though things are incredibly tough, I am doing my best to make your smile come true, so please continue to stay with me. Thank you as always. Miko, Sakura Miko, my fave. Take care of yourself the most. I love Shion-chan. Let's enjoy it till the end. And Botan also replying, I'll treasure the memories of you asking me to play with you. Let's run through it together until the end. Irika from Regloss saying, Shion senpai, thank you so much for your hard work over the past 6 years. Over the past 6.5 years. I hope that you will continue to have a lot of happiness in your future. Okami Mio. When I joined Hololive, Shion was the first senior who asked me to hang out with her. Thank you. Let's continue to be friends until the end. Ayame simply tweeted Shion with like an emote that I don't know how to describe. And let's make this final stage we stand on together a fun one. I assume she's referring to Holofest. Zeta just tweeting hug and a purple heart. Raora, Harusa, Harusaki Nodoka tweeting, we will support and help you until the end. Aski, I was just able to talk to Shion a little while ago, but she's graduating. I'm sad. Six Fest, we're on the same stage, so I want to work hard together. Choco tweeted again saying, I'll run with you and watch over you until the end. Polka adding, I'm so happy to be able to stand on the same fest stage at the end, Shion 10. I look forward to the rest of your support. I love Mage Violet. Shion had, well, she's got the Kuzogaki like brat model, so it was definitely one of my favorite models at Hololive. Rather than, this is another tweet by Polka. Rather than making reckless choices or not looking after yourself, it's important for them to live happily and naturally. In any case, I can't help but notice when my idol is going through hardships, and it hurts my heart to be hit with that. But I've decided to enjoy the things that only I can do. I hope Shion, sorry, this is Lami's tweet saying, I hope Shion Senpai gets better as soon as possible. I had so much fun talking to you. I hope to talk to you again before graduation. Toa says, I can't put it into words. I was happy to solve the mystery and go out to dinner, so I feel a bit sad. But I want to support people in walking their own path that they have chosen for themselves. Dude, Polka is such a goat. I love Polka. Fuwamoko! I can't... When I read this tweet in my head, I just read it with their voice. I unfortunately cannot replicate their cute voice, so I'm just gonna have to read it in the Rima voice, saying, Shion Senpai, I was so happy when we first played together at the Minecraft Sports Day. Shion Senpai was so kind. Before my debut, I often listened to and sang Major Violet and Chandelier. I will always love Shion Senpai's music. Bow bow. Let's have fun for the rest of our time. Oh, this one I put it twice on accident. Roboko-san tweeted, I'm sad that Shion is gone. I've been playing since the beginning, so it brings back a lot of memories. You know, Roboko is also one of the OGs. But I'll also enjoy the festival to the fullest to support the path I've chosen. Nene tweets, I spent a few seconds thinking about this tweet and came up with it. I hope the internet is the best place for everyone. Flair, I want to play more with Shion Senpai. It's sad, but let's have a great time at the 6th festival and make it a fun memory. Kanade adding, thank you for your hard work over the past 6.5 years, Shion Senpai. I'm very sad, but I support Shion Senpai's choice. I want to make fun memories with Shion Senpai until graduation. Shion was on my mood board, but I've always been a purple girl. The belly part was inspired by Shion, because she also has like her belly exposed. Yeah. I'm lonely and I don't know what to say. It's sad to say this now, but it's an honor to be able to sing and dance on the same stage with Shion Senior one last time. I'm very happy to be a junior. Let's make lots of memories together. And Aki Rose tweeting, I feel lonely. This one's sad. This one hits hard. Hako's Bells tweeting, thank you so much for all of your hard work, Shion Senpai. I still feel lonely, but I will continue to support you. And Sakura Miko also adding, no matter where I go in the future, my friends will always be the same. So I want to continue living without regrets. Miko loves seeing Shion 10 smiling. Laplace tweeted this. Doesn't it suit you that it turned out badly and it's like an excerpt from a song they have together, which is cute. Aren't they so cool? They're so cool, so toony. Yeah, I know, the vault's gonna get nuked. Oh, you found the song Matsuri was listening to that we talked about in the beginning of the stream? It's a song called Nanimono. Oh, it's a song of Nanimono called, I can't read this, but thank you. Yes, that's why she deleted the tweet. I think because it caused too many speculation from fans, and she was like, "Yeah, I was just tweeting a song lyric. No need to read too much into it." Fuamoko also retweeted the Hololive announcement regarding Shion's graduation with a blue heart, a banana. Wait, not a banana. It's a crescent moon, and a pink heart. Now we're just gonna grab some water. Chloe also tweeted on her alt, "I wish you lots of happiness." Aww. And Fubuki tweeting, "Shion, do you want to do some elementary school problems?" So, you know, maybe a future collab between Fubuki and Shion before she graduates. And Usada Pecora also tweeting at Shion, "Shion-chan, Monster Hunter?" There's also some other reaction. So Pecora-chan was streaming when this this happened, and she like immediately reacts to it. Oh, so I guess she didn't stop this. She didn't reschedule the stream like others did. She just like takes a little break. You know, she puts on a black screen while the Shion announcement happened, and then she started again. And that's where she tweeted, like right after it happened, that's when she tweeted at Shion for the Monster Hunter. Wait, this is how they sound in Japanese. Their voices are great, actually. Pecora can't focus on the story at all. So here chat is saying, "I pray that mommy won't ever graduate." I believe they're referring to Pecora, and she replies something a little ominous. "We're living in a period where anything could happen." Ugh. Or maybe they were talking about Pickle Mama. So support them while you can. But is Pickle Mama okay? I hope. Oh, I forgot about my background music. Sorry. Eh? She's way too cute. She charges up her attack and misses, and she's like, "It's over." I love that. I gotta watch some of her Monster Hunter streams. I've been trying to study a little bit of the Hololive girls so I could get better at streaming video games. I'd say that Pikora's avatar is too iconic. If she were to graduate, starting from scratch would be notably hard. I would miss Pikora's avatar, that's for sure. She's adorable. I know. I got another one talking about the Shion graduation. Hold up. It's a good one because it's from Miko and I love Miko.
そう、しおんたんの配信を見たんですけど、ちゃんと説明してくれててすごい、いや、あんなにクソガキなのにね、しっかりしてるなーって思った。
I mean,
も思ってる、そうな。
I think she's been thinking about it for a really long time.
ファンをすごい思ってるなって。そう、端的で分かりやすいお知らせだった。いや、本当にそうだなと思いました。まあ、方向性の違いはね、もうしょうがないんだ。
As well for the difference in direction that just can't be helped.
しょうがないなって。
Nothing can be done.
やっぱりすごい
Speaking from the perspective of a talent,
やっぱり
I'm talking over them because you guys told me that when there's Japanese speaking on the screen, you guys zone out. So now I gotta narrate over it because you guys can't. Because you guys, Zoomer brains, can't stay focused for more than 5 seconds on a foreign language.
楽しくないと。
If you're not enjoying what you're doing,
もちろん嫌
of
だなと思う
course, at
ことも
times I don't like it or even find it a real
めんどくさいなって
pain.
思うことも朝起きたくないな
Like,
とか
I don't want to get up
本
so
当に細かいことも
early
ね
and many more
たく
trivial
さん
stuff
あるん
like
ですよ
that.
猫は配
I
信
love
大好きだ
streaming.
しみんなと一緒にいるこ
And
と
I
とか
love being with you all,
もう大好き
all
だ
of
け
you,
ど
but
でも嫌なこと
no matter what you do, even if it's something you really love,
っていうのはさ、やっぱり何をしてても好きなことやっててもね、絶対に生まれて
something unpleasant about it will definitely be born. That's what I think.
きてしまうもの
Why is she so mature?
ではあるなってミコすごい思ってて、そのシオンタンの方
I don't know
向
which
性は
direction
分からない
Cheon-tan
けど、
choose.
そこのために
But for that, I believe this graduation might have been one of the
一つ
options.
の選択肢だったのかなってミコすごい思うかな。それはすごい
And I really
尊
want
重
to
したいの。
respect that.
あと一緒にね、フォロー
She is the most mature baby I've ever seen. Also, I was really happy to do Holo Witches together. Sorry, Rima, I zoned that. What was that last part? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
したのがすごい嬉しいなって。
Miko's spitting. Oh, that's kind of the thing, right? It's like, you know, it's work at the end of the day. Even if it is something you love, even sometimes you don't always feel like having a lot of responsibilities, even if it's for something you love, it does end up becoming work. And sometimes you gotta compromise. A lot of the time you gotta compromise, especially when there's other people involved. I gotta compromise a lot, and I'm only a one-man show, so I can only imagine what they're going through. And on top of that, I forgot what I wanted to say, so I'm just gonna take this super chat so we can segue to something else. What I do notice is that veteran Holomem really feel like veterans now. They've become so strong and reliable. Like, it's work regardless. I don't know how to explain this without making it sound like it's not something they enjoy, because VTubing and streaming, unlike other jobs, is inextricably fused with having fun. But the thing is, even if you are having fun and following your passion, things will happen, or after a while, it always going to feel like work. And sometimes you just don't want to work. It's like when somebody tries to convince me to go to the gym and I'm like, nah, you know, but you gotta drag me there. And once I'm there, I'm having fun. You know, but there's just some days where you don't feel like doing it. And I mean, at one point, you kind of gotta reevaluate where you're at in your life. This is what you still want to do, if there's some changes you want to do, if this is too much, if you want to take a step back. But if you know, when you're working on a company, you got to be on the pace of the company, and perhaps Shion wanted a change. And I don't know about you guys, but when I start doing something for a really long time, sometimes you just need like a complete change, just like a complete change of environment to just refresh your passion and figure out. And I think from what she was saying about, you know, she was debating whether she loved the internet and stuff. I feel like that's perhaps the conclusion she came to as well. It is draining, even if it's something you love. Shion has talked about taking a step back from the internet since she felt like she spent most of her life online, which is why she took that break last year. Yeah, that's good. And yeah, it does. Man, I can relate to that. It does feel like, especially like these last 3 weeks, at least for me, I feel like I'm terminally online because I'm trying to get so much done before my trip to Japan. But like the thing is, most of these girls stream so much more than me. They stream like 10 hours a day. They do really long streams. So I cannot only imagine, especially since Shion started very young. So she probably felt like most of her life, or most of her like formative years, you know, her young years, she spent them online. And sometimes you just like, well, shit, I want to see what's out there too.
くらいの次にしようかよ。本当になんか漫画かよってなってしまったよ、もみこん。どういうこと ?4 人になっちゃうんですけど。ほのみちどうなの
She does sound like a baby. She has the voice of a baby. She's so fucking cute.
続きはウェブでという感じね。もうそこはほのみちに任せましょう。黒船長一人に。
Yeah.
大丈夫かな、マリン。
Marine's gonna be alone.
変わらず残る我々は
As usual,
みんなに笑顔
As usual, we who still remain here, all we can do is give you all
を
smiles.
与えていくことしかできない。みんなが悲しくなって
When you guys are feeling down, all we can do is stream and a ton and cheer you
た
up.
らもうたくさん
When you guys are,
配信して
I already read that.
励ましていくしかできない。ここはもう本当に自由でいいと思う
I
よ。
believe you're
本当は
free to
ね
be as you please in this place.
無理に
You don't have
笑
to
わなく
force
ても
yourself
いい
to
し。
laugh.
ただミコたちはここ
Just
にい
remember
ますか
we
ら
are
こ
here
の画面の中に
inside your screens.
誰かが抜けていったとしても
Even if
ね
someone leaves.
この場所はちゃんとありますから
Hololive still
よろし
remains.
くお願いします。
And I hope for
今
your
後とも
continued
ホロライブ
support. And if the rats are true that she graduated from college, then it's really a crossroad. It's totally possible she might have a different career planned. Maybe, but I think she's gonna keep on streaming for a couple of reasons, but I'll get to that later. Into the stream. I've saved it for later. Now, I want to do a little section for the speculations and past hints. So, Shion, you know, just recently she was tweeting about having some health issues. January 16th, that's not that long ago, she tweeted, I've had terrible insomnia these past few weeks, and on top of that, every time I go to sleep, I have nightmare. And 2 or 3 times in one sleep, I'm in a state of indecision, wondering if I'm asleep or awake, and sometimes I try hard to fall asleep, but sometimes I can't, so I'm not feeling well every day because of lack of sleep. I'm thinking of asking for advice next time I go to the hospital, but it's really hard. I'm sorry I couldn't see you all. I'm wondering if she was already, you know, debating this decision, which is why in her dream she was also in a state of indecision. She goes on and says, I actually wanted to write a bit more, so I'll continue. That's why I'm afraid of going to sleep lately, and in fact, I just woke up. I didn't want to make everyone worried that it was an epidemic or something, and it's not something that can be cured quickly. So I wanted to tell everyone rather than not say anything. I'm sorry. Sorry, this is the last one. I've had insomnia for about half a year now due to mental issues. So I've been going to the hospital for the past 6 months. Lately, my symptoms have gotten so bad that I'm going to consult with the next hospital. So it looks like she's had also like mental health issues. You guys think these are symptoms of depression? Clearly depression. I want to take a look again at the announcement. She was struggling, mentally exhausted, and worried about her life. Affected me both mentally and physically. It seemed like it's been giving her some anxiety. But I don't see where, did I miss it? But where in the announcement is she talking about health issues? I was very worried about this before Hololive Fest. I know there's assumption and rumor, please don't be fooled. No, it's gotta be in the first part. I thought taking a break would help, but I started hating the internet, something I once loved. That fear was terrifying. It affected me both mentally and physically. Even now, I still go to the hospital. Even now, I still go to... Yeah, it looks like she's like, in her tweets... In her tweets, it sounds like she's going very often to the hospital. Like, oh, I'll ask the hospital when I go there next. That's not something I would say. I go to the hospital like once a year, maybe. Sometimes less, so that's not something that somebody who's healthy would say, I think. I mean, she says mental and physical. The fear was terrifying. It affected me both mentally and physically, so I mean, I can't categorically say whether it's you know, only mental health issues or just health issues. It could be both. I mean, when you're bad mentally, it also affects you physically. Everything in your body is connected together. She went to the hospital every week for a month last year, and insomnia was one of the things discussed. Okay. Jeez, she must have been under a lot of strain. No, Pecora, no. We've already seen you. No, no, Miko. Let's take a look at her last indefinite hiatus. See what she did there. What she said.
いやー、
Oh, you were speaking for yourself. So you also went to the hospital a lot and you had similar symptoms? Okay. Jeez. Take care of yourself.
配信するかね、迷ったんですけど、迷ったっていうのも
I really like this outfit. Her last two outfits are my favorite. I don't know if Japan has a good healthcare system for mental health. I don't know. I feel like I'm inclined to say no, but I'm sure you can find good doctors still.
もう真剣な話っていうか、あんま暗い話を普段ね配信で、まあ、暗い話かどうかわかんないけどね、どうしても暗くなってしまうような雰囲気の話のことはしないようにしてたから、しなくていいと思ってたから今までしなかったんだけど、マネージャーとかね、マネちゃんとか運営さんとかと話してきたりして、配信をした方がいいんじゃないみたいな言ってもらって、まあ確かになと思って、本当に正直に言うと本当にあんま言うか言わないか迷ったけど、めちゃめちゃ正直に言うとインターネットに疲れちゃったっていうのが
Okay, so it's the same thing.
理由になってて、
basically starting this the same way she mentioned in her announcement stream that she got tired of the internet.
ツイッターとか自
I
分
mean,
に
the internet does wear you down. Like, I love VTubers. Like, I love content creation. And I love other content creators. And I love my community. But goddamn, VTuber audiences and navigating this space sometimes is so fucking difficult. The audiences are so difficult to navigate at times. It kind of chips at your mental, like, slowly. And I cannot only imagine. This is just a fraction. Not even a fraction, it's like a fucking decimal, like a nanodecimal of what these girls are experiencing. Have you guys seen the guy that was harassing Marine? What he was writing about her? And like hundreds of accounts he's done to harass her? I do not doubt for a second that Shion has to deal with hundreds of messages like that as well.
に近いもの、まあ、自分のことが載ってる SNS、 まあ自分関連のツイートとかね流れてきたりとか、暗い SNS の暗いニュース、そういう情報が流れてくるのを見るのもしんどくなっちゃって。
Wait. No! My bad.
雰囲気の話のことはしないようにマネージャー来たりして配信をした方がいいんじゃない？確かになと思って、本当に正直に言うと
Thank you for the heart, Ali.
本当にあんま言うか言わないか迷ったけど、インターネットに
Main reason that I got tired of the
っていうの
internet.
が一番の理由になってて、ツイッターとか自分
Twitter
に
and
近
all
い
the
もの、
social
まあ
media
自分
around
のこと
me.
が載ってる SNS、 まあ自分関連
All
の
the
ツイー
tweets
トとかね
related
流
to
れて
me.
きたりとか、暗い
The dark,
SNS の
the
暗いニュ
social
ース、
media's dark news.
そういう情報が
Seeing all that
流れてくるのを
information
見るの
became
も
too
しんどくなっちゃ
tiresome.
って、私は
And
この
because I like my
活動が
activities.
好きだったっていうか好きで始
More
めた
like
か
I
ら、
started because I liked
好きのまま
it.
で
I
いた
want
く
to
て
keep liking it.
絶対に
I don't want to
嫌い
start
になりたく
hating
ない
it.
から、今思えば
Now that I think about
まあ
it,
6
it
年
has been
目
6
になっ
years
て
already.
めちゃめちゃちっちゃ
I
い時か
am
らインター
in
ネットをやっ
internet
てき
from
て
a
た
really, really young
Okay.
age.
なんですよ。で、マネち
My
ゃん
manager
が
and the other
運営の人と
management,
もね、ちゃんと正
I
直
already
に
talked with them
話
about a
し合
lot
っ
of
ていろんな
things.
こと話したんだけど、言わないけど、
But I won't tell what.
いろんな思いとか
about how I feel and a lot of things. So she wants to keep some information private. What do I really want to do? 2019 was 7 years ago. Stop. Wait, so COVID was 6 years ago? Oh, thank God, you scared me. Okay, 6, not 7, so COVID was 5 years ago. You guys scared me. VTuber maths! VTuber maths! You guys scared the shit out of me.
考えたりする時間が欲しかったから、そういう時間をいただいたのが休みの前提の話だから、いろいろシュンが考えたりする時間なんだなって
I would be happy if you think I'm using that time to think about everything.
思ってもらえたら嬉しいです。でも前向きな気持ち
I'm
で休ん
resting
でる
for
か
a
ら、
positive
なん
reason.
か
So
このまま何も
don't worry, I
発
won't
信
stop
しない
streaming
で
and just
いなくなっ
disappear.
ちゃうのかなとか、なんかそういうことは心配しないでもらえたら
I will be happy if you don't
嬉しい
worry.
です。なんか休みますってツイ
I
ー
wouldn't
トし
just
て
tweet I
その
am
まま
taking
消
a
え
break
ちゃう
and
と
just
か、そういう
disappear.
のは
That wouldn't
ない、
happen.
ないと思っててほしい。
I want you to think
で
it
も本
wouldn't.
当に主な理由
The
は
reason is
こんな
just
感じかな。
that
なんか
I
悪い
mean,
情報、
bad
イン
news
ターネッ
are
トっていい
there's
情報
good
もあ
news
れ
in
ば、
internet,
まあ悪い情報の方
but it is
が
the bad news
多
that
く
usually
目
stand
立っ
out
て
the
きちゃう
most,
から、も
and
ちろん
that
ね
is true.
ニュースとかもそうだ
Same
け
goes
ど、
for regular news.
そういうのを見
I got tired of
て
seeing
疲れちゃっ
that.
たっていうのが
That would be the main
一番
reason.
かな。じゃあいつまで休む
For
のみ
those
たいな。
wondering
い
how
つまで
long
い
I
ない
will
のみたいな。
rest,
今決まってる仕
regarding the
事
work
と
I
か、
still have to
もちろ
do,
んその休みたいけ
there
ど
is
やら
work I
なきゃ
have
いけ
to
ない
do
こと
even
っ
if
て
I
お休
wanted
み
to
中もも
rest.
ちろんあるんだよ。だから今表
Thing
に
you
出てるも
already
ので
know
言うと
about
フ
are
ェス
the
とか
fest and
エ
the
キス
expo,
ポとか、このあたりには
and I will
もちろん
participate in
出演しま
those.
す。で、まだ発
There are
表さ
also
れてな
things
い
that
お
haven't
仕
been
事
announced
とか
yet.
案件とか、他のプロジェクトと
Some
か、
projects
そういう
too.
のにも
I will
出
be on
演
those
した
too.
り、ボイスや歌の収録をしたりも
And I have to
して
record
ま
some
す。
songs
し
too.
ます。休んでる
So
間も。
even there, she just named a bunch of things that she's working on in the background. So on top of everything that you guys are seeing, on stream in the live streams, they're doing so much more behind the scenes. She named the festival. She named a few things that weren't announced yet. She named some songs that she needed to record, probably separate from the fest.
します、それは。そのだからそのしばら
So
く
it's
の
not like I
間
will
は
be completely gone. So
出てこ-
even during her hiatus, she was working basically.
来ないわけじゃなくて、やんなきゃいけないことはやったり出たりもするので、その辺はね出てきたら温かく
And
見
if
て
you
い
see
ただ
me,
け
I
たら
hope
な
you
って
get a warm
思ってます。
feelings. Aw.
ただ旬の
But I will disappear from
YouTube
YouTube and Twitter during my
ツイッター
break.
でのツイートとかは基本的に休んでる期間はなくなります。
And I won't be
で
there.
期間は
And
決
I
まって
haven't
ないで
decided
す。
the length.
まあ先に言っとくと、
There is not a date for my
いつ戻って
comeback.
きますとかないです。まあ無期限っていうと重いので言わないですけど、それは
True, Caleb.
なんか
There's
ぐら
not
い
a
に戻
I
って
will
き
be
ま
back
すと
between
かも
X and Y month
ないで
either.
す。
Okay, so there we have it. This is honestly pretty much what she has been debating for
はい。
literal months now. This is a funny moment between Corone and Shion, and that was during the Minecraft collab.
これでサーバーに入る。
Wait, I don't have the timestamp. One sec. I have to... The timestamp didn't save for some reason. I don't really want to watch the entire video, because we got more to get to after this. Let's just do this instead. I believe she also came in late to the Minecraft server. Oh my god, I love your YouTube video. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm surprised you guys are finding me on TikTok. Thank you. Yeah, she's graduating from Hololive. Damn you, Hololive. Damn you. Don't take out your whole life frustrations here. Yeah, Shion is graduating from Hololive. Yeah. Foreshadowing? This one's more of a joke. Yo, chill! You useless dog. I love how much you're having fun. Don't spill your true feelings here. Why are they beating up Okayu? Okayu likes it? Maybe, actually maybe. I believe that. Yeah, that was just the part I wanted to show. Okay, now Shion has actually created 2 accounts on October 28th, 2024. I don't know if she made the decision back then, but she did tweet from her PL and direct people to following that new account called Roason. She says, "It's been a while. I hadn't used it at all. Obviously, this is an AI translation, so it's not like super accurate. But recently, I have some things I want to show, so I created an account to occasionally post photos. We don't talk much, but let's be friend." And she's like, what I find interesting is that she's made, you know, the X account, but she's also made a YouTube account. So I wonder if this is going to be like the, you know, the Nimi Nightmare kind of deal. given what was said on her main Twitter account, which she said this decision is the result of many years of careful consideration with myself. Maybe, just maybe, she might have made these accounts with graduation in mind, and this might be the account she debuts as an indie, but we'll see, you know. Take it with as much salt as you can. She's also tweeted from that account, and I don't speak English, and she like sings. It's a really funny Twitter space, like a Twitter voice memo. And she adds, "I always sing in a bathroom, but I don't sing while toileting." Wait, what does she mean by toileting? "I sing sitting on the bathroom floor with proper clothes on. The reason is that it echoes and feels good." You guys want to listen to it? No, I think she's saying she doesn't sing in the shower, like with the water running. She just sings in the bathroom. Like, you guys know when you made fun of me bringing my tea into the bathroom? That's what I'm doing. I'm drinking my tea in the bathroom, but not while toileting, not while in the shower. I drink it outside.
Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Sweet mom, but tonight go crazy. How you gonna do it? Just me, yada. Apatu, 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 apatu.
I love it. Isn't it so good? Isn't it so good? I feel like it ends. It ends like on a positive note, don't you think? All right. Additionally, Yago has also made a little statement on his Twitter, like addressing fans' concern, saying, "Thank you for your continued support of Hololive production. We sincerely apologize for the concern we have caused you with the successive announcements regarding graduations. Acknowledging that few last graduations have worried fan bases. Just like you, we feel lonely every time we see a talent leave." I suppose that when they say we feel lonely, it means they feel sad, right? And it's true. There's something about the Hololive graduations that, even though there's been maybe less than other agencies, it feels like each graduation hits hard because a lot of them are veterans, a lot of them are like powerhouses, and in our mind we just always thought they were going to be there. When Fauna graduated, he hinted that more were coming. Did he? I don't remember that. So Yago continues saying, "We provide support in many areas, such as Hololive Expo, 3D live shows, corporate tie-ups, I don't know what this means, and music production support to ensure that each talent can reach their full potential, allowing them to focus on their activities with peace of mind. However, there are still areas that need improvement, so I am setting up opportunities to talk directly with the talents and working towards improvement. I will continue to do my best to ensure that both the talent and the fans can smile. Thank you for your continued support." This is just the translated part, but bigger. When he's talking about I'm setting up opportunities to talk directly with the talents, a lot of people are speculating if he's talking about the tea times. We've spoken about the tea times in one of my recent streams, where I was telling you guys that, if you're a CEO of a big company like Hololive, you probably don't have that, like, you probably don't see Tenigo like walking the hallway that often, he's not opening the door for you at the coffee machine, probably because he's really busy. However, he has been taking some time to talk to the talents one-on-one, and I think that's really great. Here he says, Fuomoko are the only repeaters at Yago's tea time. This is a clip.
We went to the second Yago tea time. Yago-san. And so Yago-san was like, it's the repeaters. Are we gonna be problem children or something?
Okay, I really like Mokoko's little pigtails. They're like short hair.
Are we causing problems? Tita starts 5 minutes later, Fumoko's there with the face there. Okay.
We're gonna talk about cover corpse investors and stuff in a bit.
I didn't have anything else to do at the studio. I just wanted to go. Yeah. Fumoko again. Are we the only repeaters? We are. Yeah, because we know every somebody.
Fuomoko, who actually yesterday celebrated their 1 year in Japan. It's already been a year. I feel like it was just yesterday they tweeted that photo from the donut place. That donut place is actually closed now. I wanted to go check it out while I was in Japan, but it's closed.
That's what, because we were there. But me and Cecilia went. So, we got to see Yago-san speaking a bunch of English too. Yago-san's so good at English. I was shocked. We didn't have any translating to do. No. What you doing there? We chat. Chat about things. We ask questions. Yeah, there's a bunch of snacks. And, Bibo and Cecilia, they brought snacks too.
Oh, so Bibo and Cecilia also showed up to the tea time.
Watame-senpai showed up. And Mikochi-senpai brought
And Watame. And Mikochi.
Any ponderings? No ponderings, but that's okay because we get ponderings all the time for stuff too. What snacks did they have?
Hi, Senza.
Omanju. Yeah, omanju. I think Bibo and Cecilia also brought daifuku. They look really good. So.
Just the Akiba location closed, and there's also. But do you know why they closed? Is it because of the tourist or?
I know. Watame-senpai. She was saying, they call it a tea time, but there was no tea.
Oh no!
I don't think there was any tea this time, but there was tea last time. Tea in like bottles, right?
Yeah.
So
tea in bottles?
No, there was tea.
So I
was it tea last time? Tea. I don't know. I felt bad though, cause Watame-senpai, like, Cecilia, Bibo, and Yago-san were all speaking in English.
Oh, they closed because the building was old?
Just like,
Okay.
So, you're like,
Yeah, I've seen that paper clip.
Right. But sometimes, when everyone gets talking, it's like, when should I? I don't want to interrupt everything.
But is the bottled tea hot?
Right. And once Mikochi-senpai got there, there's more Japanese conversation going on. Then I'm like, okay, I need to translate for Bibo, Cecilia, but timing. I make eye contact with Cecilia. Be like, Cecilia, yeah, I will give you the English in a moment. It's coming up. Yeah.
Aww, that's so cute.
I feel like maybe we're gonna, I don't know, maybe make Yago-san concerned or something if we show up every time, but we should show up every time. Are you sure we should show up every time? Because I was like, if we can, I would like to. But we might be concerned if we don't show up.
They're overthinking this so much. They're like, what if we true though, because if you show up to every tea time, you're like, Yago might think that they have a problem with the company or something. They have something they want to discuss with him. But if they stop showing up, he might think that too now.
Muffins told us to get there, be there. Yeah. You said, I don't get this kind of opportunity. But I don't want to be annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I schedule them again.
Yeah, so they don't get a lot of opportunities to talk one-on-one though.
Last time it was a bit close though. We had to run. Yeah. Yago doesn't have an intended sheep though, does he? No. But I think he just, remembers. Yeah. And there might be some notes taken and stuff here and there too. Maybe. So maybe there'll be notes being like, attendance this time for Momoko. Right. Maybe. Not many companies ever let you talk to the CEO like that.
Yeah.
Right. So we never really got to talk to Yago-san before. Well, it's a good chance. Like a, hi. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. That kind of thing. Bye-bye. When are we gonna make Yago-san wear dog ears? I know, right? We're still thinking about that. But we like to be able to go as much as possible as long as we don't make Yago-san concerned. We're like, Again! Yeah. So, has he Bao yet? No, he hasn't. Not yet. We have to figure out a way to Bao ambush him. Bao desu. Right. Bao desu.
Bao desu ne.
We'll be there from the beginning to the end. Even
Okay, I think we got an idea of, yeah, this confirms a lot of my theories. And also, holds a tea party, almost no one shows up.
次は野号ティーパーティーについて話すわ。
Next, I'll talk about the Yago tea party. How long is this? I'll
つま
speed
り
it
さ
up.
休んでる時まあ喋らないけど全然ダンスレッスンとかでめっちゃスタジオにいたのね。
I was in the studio for a lot of dances, so I was living like hospital
感じの
studio,
生活してたわ
hospital
け
studio.
でそしたらなん
And
か
one
ある
day
日
there was like a
なん
poster on the
か
wall.
張り紙みたいなのが貼ってあってなんか今日は
It was like, there's an open
Yago-
invite Yago
野号
party
突町があるよ
today.
みたいな。なんかお茶とお菓子も用意してあります
We have tea and sweets
よかったら来て
prepared.
ねみたいななんか愉
Please
快な
come
看
if
板
you
が出
like.
て
There
何
was
こ
a
れってな
cheerful signboard, and I was like, what is this?
でその日なんかトワといたのね
It
だ
was
か
with
ら
Toa that day,
なんか野
so
号ティーパーティーしてて
it's
草
funny
みた
how
いな
Yago is having a tea party, lol.
それでやばいこれ
I was like, dang, what is
何
going
が
to
行われようとしてる
happen?
んだざわみたいな
Ominous?
それでさじゃあ
I was like, well, you want to go to the tea party? I'm curious.
で
Then
行
we
ったの
went
で
there.
も
It
な
was
んか
kind of
時
like
間何時から
the
何時ま
tea
で
party was
ティーパーティー
scheduled
開催
from
みたいな感じだったんだ
XX
けど
time to XX time.
結局まあ始まって
So
す
in
ぐ
the
ぐ
end, I was
らい
like,
に
shall we
ち
go
ょっと
shortly
行くか
after
み
it
たいになって
starts?
顔まあなんかまあ喋ること
Like,
とかも
well,
ないけど
there's
顔だけ
nothing
な
much
しに
to
ちょっと様
add.
子だ
Let's
け見
just
に
show
行くか
our
って言
face
って
and go
で
check it
誰
out
がい
for
ん
a
のか
bit.
なギャーとか言っ
Let's
て
see
トアと
who's
一緒に
there
行
and
ったのね
surprise them. So I went
で
there
トア
with
と一緒に行った
Toa
らさ
and I went there with
なんか
her.
でマネちゃんとか
I
に聞
asked
いたわけ
Mane-chan
誰
who's
かいる
in
んすか
there.
みたいなそしたらなんかヤ
And then I
ゴ
was
と
told that there was a Yago
あ
and
とスタッフさんとあ
A
と
staff
なんかデバイスの子
and
が
a
一
girl
人いる
from
とか言われ
Dev.
てえ一人だけみたいな
Hit only one?
何その三者面談みたいなやつみたい
What, does it sound like a parent-child meeting?
な三者面談してるやんみたいな
I was like, they're
言
doing
った
a
の
parent-child
そしたらマジ
meeting.
で一人だけいてでおー三者面談しとるやんみたいな対マンしてますやんみたいないやだからなんか最初は
At
す
first,
と
I
なん
had
か
told
も
was
う
like,
まあ
let's
なんか
just
ちょっ
go
と
and
顔
show our
出しに行く
face
かと
there.
か言ってたんだけどなんか今なんか後輩が一人でいるみたいなの聞い
And
て
we heard that our Kohai was there alone. They're like, is that really okay? We got worried, so we really just rushed there.
でなんかそしたら
And then she was
本
really
当に
there
一人でい
alone.
て
Oh,
で
poor
もなんかすご
girl.
い楽しそうに話してて
But
なん
she
か
seemed
あよかった
talking,
みた
so
いな
I was like, I'm glad.
それでさまあ言ったらさいや大丈夫かもしれんけどなんか心配になるやんなんか後輩が一人でさ屋号のティーパーティーとかよく
Why
わ
is
か
she
んない
worried that a Kohai alone at Diago's tea party? Like, they don't want to leave her for some awkwardness in a venue that she doesn't quite understand.
なんか心配になるなんか
I was
こうすごい
worried,
空気
like-
屋号も別に
I mean, it's not
なん
like
かこんなこと言うけど
Iago. I probably should say this, but it's not like Iago is a good
うまいとか
talker.
じゃないよ屋号って本当
He
に
really is
ただ
just
ニコニ
a
コしてるお
smiley
じいちゃんなんよ
old man.
マジで
For real.
なんかニコニコおじたんなのだから別に会
So
話
like
が
he's
す
good
ご
at
くこう
carrying
何
the
か得意とか
conversation.
そういう感じじゃないうんそうなんですね
He's
ニコニコみたいなそうだから
そうですね
なんか
So that's
いやい
why.
やこれは別にひ
no,
どいとかじゃなくて
I wasn't being
本
mean.
当に事実そうなの
That's really the
親戚の優
reality.
しいニ
He's
コ
a
ニコしてるお
relative,
じさんみたいな感じな
smiley,
の
kind old
だから
man.
って言ったら
Yeah, I have a feeling it's kind of like talking to my grandma. Like, she is so happy to see me, and she's like always smiling, and she's so kind. And but she'll definitely won't say much.
すごいなんか楽しそうに話してて、ああよかったみたいな。で挨拶だけして、でなんかまあ思ったわけ、来たものの別に話すことないなって。
She's like, I don't really have anything to talk about. I came here, but I don't really have anything to talk
なん
about.
か面白そうだから来たものの、
I
じゃあ
came
一
here
体何か
because it
話すってなったら
sounds
やばい、別に何にもないかもってなって、なんか痩せましたとか言って。
And she was like, did you lose weight?
うん、話すことないから、
Since I don't have something to talk about, I was like, did you lose weight? We made small talk, and then I went home. How shallow. So she just did like a superficial talk with him.
でスバルは、なんか話すことそんなにないかもと思って、あ、じゃあすみません、まだ仕事あるんでお疲れ様ですって言って帰っ
I
た。
gotta drink some water, so you guys read the rest.
でもさ、マジでビビったんが、せっかく張り切ってティーパーティー開いたのになんで話すことねえとか。何確かにもらったブルーレイも見てない、東のエデン。いやでも屋号にもらったマッサージチェアあるんだけど、あれはねめっちゃ使ってるよマジで。
I mean, yeah, it feels like maybe he's doing the tea party so he can gauge how happy the talents are, if there's some things they'd like to change. But at the same time, judging from how comfortable the talents seem to be opening up to him, I don't know if this is the right way for him to get feedback. Because he's like, he's like the boss. So I'm thinking they probably have an easier time opening up to their direct manager, and just they should probably just have that manager report back to Yago. Like it doesn't seem like they have such a close rapport where you can start venting about the things that you don't like about the company. You know what I mean? Like when you're not super close to somebody, when you don't know like how far you can go with the banter or even like all of that, I think I would be a little I would act more professional and with a little bit more reservations, right? And they're also saying he's not a great talker either, so how is he gonna get pridey information out of their mouth? True, but he is working to build that trust. That is a good point. So, maybe not at the first tea party, but maybe 5 tea parties down the line, they might open up a little more. Baby steps. Baby steps. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's better than nothing. All right, next slide.
次は
Wow. Okay, Mrs. Duck. And we have all of the Doom posters. I thought this one was really funny. Just like that leaker said, 1 JP and 1 non-JP talents are leaving this year. Who's next? The Vegas... Oh my god, you guys! Oh my god! The Vegas statement ever turned out to be true! Breaking news. Breaking news over here. Excuse me, Nostradamus over here predicted the future. Guys, I'm gonna do my own prediction. My own prediction is that a JP talent and a non-JP talent will graduate in the next 2 years. All right, remember this, clip this. Clip this right now, hold me accountable. If this happens within 2 years, I'm a psychic, just saying. Don't you put that evil on us. I know. Bold claim, I know. Wild. That's why it was funny. It was like the biggest statement ever. Like, of course. What? And then everybody's like, "Oh my god, he was right. He predicted the future. Oh my god." But anyway, let's talk about some real facts, though. Stuff that did act. I need more tangible stuff I can sink my teeth in. So let's talk about the last financial report. Now, if you're in my Discord server, you know I was incredibly happy when the Cover Corp financial report came out because the results were great. Like, it exceeded expectations. My stock have been in the red for a fucking year, an entire year, and they shot up. They shot up because of the financial report, and that was on Friday night, boys. That was on Friday night. So I didn't sell. Because I was like, you know, that means the graph is going to still go up, okay? I was like, the graph's going to still go up. Why would it go down? The numbers are up. The investor report, it's like all green, you know? This is great. It's only going to go up. Why would I sell? But then the freaking investors were not happy. They were not happy with this exceptional financial report that Cover Corp put out. And they complained, and I believe that they oversold. And so when the market opened up after the weekend, and the JP market opens up on Sunday, and I always forget about it, it crashed. And now I'm back in the dump again. And you know why it crashed? Because of this. The net profit margin was 3.37% down, and that number freaked them out. Because of that number freaked them out, they felt like they hadn't made enough profits. Now, the fact that the investors like sold, it kind of creates a cascade effect because, you know, everybody, like, people see that the stock is being sold, the price starts to go down, then everybody starts selling. It creates a kind of hysteria, and it affects everybody. But the thing is, if you look historically, like, their profit margins have been way lower before. So I still think that the investors have oversold. And I think that the investors are acting Manhera, for real. And because of them, now I'm back in the red. And Cover is too, motherfuckers. It's going slowly back up. It might dip again because of this. And it dipped during the last fauna graduation. Like, it took a big dip. Now, I'm wondering if this is also one of the reasons why Yago did this announcement. It's to calm down fans, because when there's like a hysteria and panic that sets in, investors are really fidgety. Investors, they're about numbers. They want to make money. If they feel like the company's making bad business decision, they're gonna sell, because they don't fucking care whether they invest in Cover Corp or they invest in Toei Animation or they invest in some... Name me any other industry that's like not related at all. Or they invest in like a casino slot machine. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're number monkeys. Did they sell because the new Shion would announce a graduation? No. I should have specified that. This happened a while ago. This happened on February 14th. The release was like February 12th of the financial report, so it has nothing to do with the Shion graduation. It's really only quarterly financial, but it's just to show you that, for me, that just means that we gotta monitor Cover Corp a little bit, because even though Cover thought they were doing great, we thought Cover was doing great. However, the investors didn't think that. And now we have to monitor this, because we'll have to see how much the investors influence Cover Corp's future decisions. For example, these were some comments from the investors when this happened, saying Riku is a better manager. Management is about profits rather than sales. I wonder what it's like for a talent management company to lower labor costs, increase profits, and use the money for dividends instead of capital investment. Dividend is when you give back to the stockholders, so you get like just straight up money. Isn't it so dumb? It's so silly. This is the source where I got a screenshot. It's from Chris the Holo Pro Simp. And according to this Twitter post, that investor mentioned in the post wanted Cover to revise their net profit target from 7.3 billions to 9 billions, but instead Cover Corp only revised it from 7.3 billion to 7.4 billion, as you can see here encircled. And like, Cover Corp revised it to a number that they thought would be achievable and that was realistic. But those greedy investors, no, they wanted more. They want them to accelerate. So I'm showing this here. This is something, it may affect, like, this may not affect the way Tanigo runs a company, but it also may, we'll see. This is something to monitor and to look for in the future. Well, boys and girls, we can be sure Rima's world domination via economic superiority is not gonna happen anytime soon. We set the world domination clock back 46 years. Yeah, we're still gonna need to amass some funds, so the world domination will have to wait a little few more years, okay? Additionally, somebody else pointed that out, that the streaming and content revenue has mostly been like sort of stagnating, showing like increased revenue over time. However, the merchandise and revenues have like shot up. I personally don't mind that, because clearly the investors need to be satisfied somehow, and I feel like the merchandising is not something that is more taxing to the talents. You know, I think if we ask them to pump out way more concerts, pump out way more events, do way more sponsorships and stuff, that would be something that could affect the talent schedule. And right now, since it seems like they're already being kind of overtaxed time-wise, the merchandise revenue at least is something like, you know, it's kind of like something that you passively promote, right? The concert revenue also went up from when they started back in 2021. Sheesh, that is a big difference, actually, now that I look at it. From 708 to 11,000. over the years. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in 3 years, have they ever mentioned like when exactly they felt like a Cover Corp started to do a change in direction? Did they ever say if it was like, 3 years or 4 years? No, we're kind of in the realm of speculations here. Yeah, I thought the concerts themselves were lucky to break even. Me too. Well, this is revenue. It's not profit. Like, see? There's a difference between revenue and profit. This is why the investor here is mad. Because he's saying, you guys got a lot of sales and you made a lot of money, however you didn't make enough profits. That means the spendings were too high. But at the same time, Cover Corp's philosophy has always been to just build up the fan experience, build up the brand experience. So later on down the line, the IPs themselves will become more profitable. Yeah, basically that investor is saying you should be less human. Kind of wild. Kind of wild. I mean, it's only one screenshot out of like multiple probably that was taken from that tweet, but at the end of the day, the numbers do speak for themselves. Like, if you get a really good quarterly financial report and everybody's reaction is to like quickly sold, when usually you would just hold, that kind of speaks to their mentality. They invested a ton in 2024 getting US merch recognition. Now that they have store in LA, there should be a payoff in 2025. I sure hope so. And but yeah, they've always kind of been like that. Like, Cover Corp invests a lot in the future, and they just like believe that it's going to get better if they do that. They've always had their mentality. Bye bye, Aussie fans. So anyway, that's kind of all I had for this right now. Yeah, yes, exactly. Cover has always been playing the long game, and for me, like personally, I always thought that was a great strategy. And that's why I believed in them, and that's why I've been supporting them. That's why I bought stocks. I didn't buy stocks, I just bought stocks because that's a company I like. People were like, why the fuck are you buying stocks in Japan? Like, there's literally no advantage for me to buy stocks internationally. I only did it because it's Hololive, and I was like, that's just something I like, That's something I like, that's something I know. So, there's going to be probably a lot of doom posting, as there always is with graduation. I know that a lot of people are going to be unhappy. It's your choice. I'm not going to tell you how to feel about it, but I think I'm going to say the same thing I said last time. I think I will continue to believe in Hololive until, they prove me otherwise. I think they have wonderful talents that are happy to be there and that like what they're doing. So I'm gonna support them as much as I can. If you're a fan of Shion, you want to keep supporting her, you totally can. I'm sure she'll reappear soon. You can follow her new accounts, etc., etc. The cost of living goes down, there will be more money for supporting VTubers. True. That is true. Oh, Fubuki hasn't graduated yet, so yeah, it all comes down if you believe in Fubuki. I mean, there's like some of the veterans seem really fine there. Like, I feel like Miko is really solid. I don't think she's going anywhere. Marine has already said she's not going anywhere, and I feel like Pecora is not moving either. Same with Matsuri. But you know, every time I have like a mild take like this, people are quick to downvote me. Last time my video got massively disliked, and massively. I've never dropped under 97% dislike ratio, but still, when people want to be angry at something, they're gonna find a way to be angry. I think the situation is not so black and white. However, humanity calls for direct measures, and that is something that's very hard for people to understand. They want black and white, or they don't get it. I feel like the Fauna graduation might have been worse, just because Shion, we kind of knew that it was coming for a while. She's been struggling for a while. She hasn't shown up to a lot of the stuff, and she's been on and off about streaming. Yeah, for Fauna, it was so abrupt. In the case of Shion's graduation, I think the part where she says that it's the people are going to be angry at the change in direction. What does it mean to have a change in direction in Hololive? No one is ever precise about it. It's really frustrating because I can say what I think it means. Everybody has their idea of what they think it means. But we're never gonna know for fucking sure. Like, concretely, what does it mean? Like, in their day-to-day life, what has changed? What are the extra tasks they need to do? Is there more background work? Is there more songs they need to record? Is there more travels that they're forced to do? I think that's the part that upsets me the most, is the change in direction part that Shion seems to not agree with. Aqua didn't seem to agree with it either, and Fauna either. It might be a bunch of small things added together. However, it's like this is kind of the part where we're lacking a little bit of transparency, and it doesn't look like we're going to get like very precise answers. Is this the end game for a company that goes public though? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe more voice packs being released. I think more work is the issue. Yeah. It sounds like there's more mandatory things built into their new yearly contracts. True. Yes. I also got that impression. Yes, I've seen a lot of people mention that, see that they got another dev instead of HoloGP, getting X idols as talents. But at the same time, I feel like we're going to see this trend of getting X idols as talents a lot more. It might be like VTubers might become the retirement home for X idols, and I mean, I think Vivi's doing great within Hololive. She's a gamer. To me, she's been feeling more like a gamer than an idol. I think they may be moving away from single talent personal streaming to more business streaming, aka from the studio for sponsors or business collab. Mori is undercover and Universal Music. It's like a double debuff. I don't know, it sounds like a buff for her. And Vivi! The thing is, I think Mori explained it once, but she wasn't. She wasn't allowed to use her funds, her own personal funds, to fund her album, so she had to get a Universal contract for it. Yeah, but on the other hand, a lot of them have said in clips and stuff and in live streams that they don't have to do anything that they don't want to. But the statement from Shion kind of leads me to believe maybe otherwise. The wording was like, over the past few years, I started feeling this difference more and more. As time passed, it gradually grew bigger. About a year ago, I took a break without deciding when to return. I was strangling, mentally exhausted, and honestly, I was worried about my life. I thought taking a break would help, but I started hating the internet, something I once loved. Okay, we've read this. Oh, there. As long as I belong to a company, I believe it's right to follow its directions and rules. I think another thing is that they are probably more restrictions. That's one thing we haven't spoken about. I believe there's a lot more restrictions than there used to be, and a lot of things that they're not allowed to do. And she says that over time, the expectations have changed. Things that weren't there before, things that weren't expected, became necessary. So, I mean, if the word necessary is rightfully translated, necessary kind of means like essential, right? Kind of means mandatory. Choose the lives always out of debuff. Yeah, I don't get the comment that said that Mori Calliope's universal thing is a debuff. I think it's working out great for her. She just did like an amazing concert. Anyway, so she says that the things that weren't expected became necessary, and that's where I disagreed with the company, and that's why I chose to graduate from Hololive. So yeah. One other thing I want to talk about real quick about the vCard situation. I spoke about it a few other times. Sorry if I'm switching abruptly. But vCard is you know how they've been into some controversies regarding their rule sets, and they're now they're now revamping their rule sets. They're going back to the drawing boards, and they're going to try to do better for the release, because for the next release, because a lot of people were complaining that this card set was not playable for a tournament and stuff. And now it's just been brought to my attention that vCard is reselling their golden cards, which strikes me as odd, because like basically what they're doing is that they're selling the cards. Let's say I'm a customer, I bought a pack, I draw the Sayu card, and now they're repurchasing the card from me, and now they've listed the card back on their website, and they're auctioning it starting at $1,000. And people were already throwing a bunch of words at vCard, calling it a sham, calling it, some people said it's a rug and pull scam. Some people are saying they're just trying to milk the viewers or the VTuber fans for every cent, because there was also a rule set where you could lose your cards. They ended up making that rule set optional. And I low-key defended them a little bit because, you know, I'm a fan of Shy Lily, and I thought these were very strong words being used. However, I don't really like this tactic that they're doing right now. I think it's pretty wild. Imagine if, like, Pokemon TCG, like, if I'm making a comparison with Pokemon, imagine if Pokemon bought the rare cards from customers and then sold them back on their official website and auctioning them. Yes, there's a lot of money to be made on the secondhand market when it comes to trading card game, like Black Mage is saying here. And it sounds like they're trying to capitalize on that. However, usually that market is driven by, like, the consumers. Usually the card makers or the company behind the card game doesn't do that. And I'd be really interested if there's somebody here or in the comments that are really in the known about, like, TCGs and TCGs trading card games, if there's been other precedents of other companies doing that, maybe with One Piece and stuff like that. Like, they're making their own market, yeah. Basically, they're double dipping, which is what's happening, because they sold this card already. Somebody bought it already, and they're repurchasing it, and they're selling it again. Okay, so here Celtic, my mod, works at selling a lot of those trading card games. And he says, yes, it's usually the player base that decides the worth of the card, but having the company set the prices for singles is unheard of. What are they thinking? Yeah, I've never seen a company do this. And I fear that this is going to be very bad publicity for them. It doesn't look good. It's not worth the $1,000. You can make so much more in the future. But right now, there's a lot of eyes on vCard. And I fear that they're straining the situation even further by doing this. Yeah, and they're new cards too. And these first few sets are basically becoming obsolete because they're changing a bunch of the rule sets. They might want to get rid of all the stock from the original set before they re-release them with new rule, and they thought this was the best decision to still make a profit. I feel like you should just sell them on sale, not starting at a $1,000 auction. Or they could be selling collectibles with signed cards. Yeah, have Sayu sign it and sell it. And just today, they made a tweet. Comment your poll, show us your vCards. And Shy Lily's replying to it, to boost the original tweet saying, chat, where are the Shy Lily pulls at? And it sucks because... I think this is a cool project. It could have been a really cool card game. I like Shy Lily. I love the art. But this doesn't sit right with me. Did they ask anyone who actually played card games for advice? Yes, actually, there's a content creator friend of mine who does that for a living. He makes... his whole career is based off TCG games. And he said that he's been working as a playtester, and he says that the new set is so much better. He says he couldn't say much, but he believes that the new set will be a huge improvement. So it seems like they are asking people that know what they're doing now. I fear that they're going to have a big optic problem going forward in the TCG community, because there's already been multiple videos made about this. People are not happy, and now this, to exacerbate the issue, it's just like, facepalm moment, just stupid fucking mistakes, man. Cue the meme. Yeah. And I was like, when this came out, I was like, are you guys sure that it's vCard and GamerSup actually selling those? But yeah, it's on their official website. That's crazy. That is unheard of. I mean, I'm all for getting that bag, but isn't double dipping it looks a little greedy, I thought it was bad when WOTC sold proxy packs of cards they promised to never reprint for $1,000, but this is a new low. Yeah, so I'm curious what the TCG community will have to say about this. If they were smart, they would not sell them themselves, but offer a marketplace with a 5 to 10% sales fee. That is pretty smart, actually. Yep, Wizards of the Coast, creators of Magic the Gathering. Oh, okay. Does the TCG community know how these VTubers are, at least? What do you mean by that? Oh, who these VTubers are? Yeah, it's been covered by like TCG VTubers. Mostly Nova, who plays like TCG 24/7 on her stream. And she's played with other TCG pros, testing out the games, and they like kind of memed on it really hard. And yeah, like my TCG friend follows VTubers. I feel we have a lot of overlapping with the TCG community. There is a lot of crossover. Yes. I wouldn't expect everybody to know about VTubers, but you know, it's close enough to anime. No, Nova from Glitch Stars. So when's a Rima card? Hopefully soon, TM. Now I feel like, yeah, I just feel like it's not worth it. Even if you make like, I don't know, 2K off this card or like even like 3K, you're shutting down your brand. You're inviting brand criticism to your brand, and that's going to cost you in the long run. If people lose hope in your future sets, it's going to end up costing a lot more. I don't think this was a very smart decision at all. Yeah. Yeah, burning through their goods for a quick buck isn't a good idea. Exactly. If Mary Lily offers, which one do you go to? I don't know. I haven't looked into the Mary card set at all. It looked pretty good though. Does the Rima card have a weakness to math? I hate you guys for bringing this up. I hate you. I hate you guys so much. What time is my free run watch along? In an hour. Sheesh, I pushed it back a lot. TCG companies profit on booster packs and merch. The secondhand market is supposed to be fueled by consumers. If a company double dips, they're influencing a market that does not belong to them. That's how I feel about this too. Let's prove them wrong. What's 9 plus 10? 19. I know that one. I know that one. You can't get me there. Wait. Why are you guys spamming 21? Are you sure it's not 21? No, 9 plus 10 is 19. Shut up. Oh, it's a Vine meme. Oh, hey, Greybat. I don't know. I don't know about the Vine memes. How the fuck am I supposed to know this? Rima's so boomer. Pff, you guys were two zoomers. Was there anything else? There is actually more. I don't know if I want to talk about it though. Or should I? Or should I? So, okay. You know what? I'm gonna talk to you guys about something else that's happened. So there's somebody that joined our Discord. By the way, if you haven't joined yet, discord.gg/streama, join now or else. And this person has been claiming that they got scammed by a VTuber company. And they wanted to share their story. So we were like, sure, you know, make a dump, start a rat dump, put all your info in there and we'll take a look at it later. And, you know, when somebody uses the word scams and all of that, my first thought was like, oh, it's probably a merch scam. Like probably he bought like a lot of merchandise from a VTuber company and then he never received it or something like that, right? Now he starts telling us about his story. He says that for the past 4 months he's been membered to this VTuber from a like very small VTuber agency called Hysteria. And he also was his top donator for her Donathon. He has only received a VIP tag, 1 letter, and 1 emote in commission out of the 4 letters and the 5 ASMRs, and another ASMR he's owed from the Donathon. And he says he doesn't worry too much about the minor things he's owed. Now, what's special about his membership that he has to his stream, as you guys know, there's different tiers in memberships. For example, on my YouTube, you can subscribe for as little as $2.99 a month. That's right, $2.99 a month. Subscribe now to get some exclusive perks. And I think the next tier is like, I don't know, $5, and maybe the last tier is like $10. You know, I've seen like $30 tiers, I don't know. But this membership tier, her tier 3 membership cost, you will never guess the price, guys. You guys will never guess the price of her membership. It cost $100 a month. $69. It would have been $69. $100 a month. $99.99 a month. I actually have never in my life seen this, and I watch a shit ton of YouTube. So you get a handwritten thank you note, you get a name tag, it puts a sticker with your name on my model, and a personalized ASMR voice memo. He's been sub for 3 months. This is her, and that VTuber also has a Discord server. Usually VTubers that are in corpos don't have their own VTuber server. They have like a corpo server where fans mostly hang out, and they have like a little section for their announcement and stuff. But I wouldn't say that they interact very closely with the fans. However, for this company, this VTuber company, it seems to be different, as Hysteria has her own server and, you know, with her own staff, etc. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Patreon members, I totally get it. So we keep asking this guy question because he seems very erratic and very inflammatory with the words he's using, you know, scam and stuff like that. The Donathon happened 4 months ago. He still didn't get some rewards. Could be that she's a little slow on them. I mean, there's still some rewards off of my Donathon that I haven't finished yet. We ask him if he submitted an inquiry to the management team. He says yes. He shows us a picture of the evidence that he has contacted them. We're like, okay, you've probably done the right thing. We're like, okay, how much did you spend in total? He says he spent over $1,016 in total. We looked at the Donaton stuff. It says that he's owed... No, we look at like a sheet where they compile all the totals. So it seems like that they merged the totals from his Donaton and his membership, totaling 1,016 USD. This dude starts tweeting anyone else not receiving their membership perks and Donaton rewards from their talents at Specialite EN. Specialite EN is the name of the agency. Oh, Mitos have talent Discord? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, Rima scammed us. Yes. Get scammed. I will finish my rewards before my trip to Japan. Okay, fret not. Or I will do it in Japan. But after that, he deleted his tweet. In fact, he also showed us in the Discord server him confronting Hysteria about his rewards. And there was the entire exchange. I skimmed it because I was busy with the other stuff. And then he like totally changed his mind, did a 180, deleted everything that he had posted in the Discord server, deleted his tweet. And he explains to us basically that after he confronted Hysteria in her Discord server, she deleted the Discord entirely. The Discord's gone. People in her free chat are asking, anybody got the link to the server? Can add me? Can't seem to find it. Somebody says the server is down. And she says, I will explain in tomorrow's stream. Unfortunately, we weren't able to look at the stream because it was a membership stream. Now, he tells us that she deleted it because I confronted her about the rewards and my treatment as of late. And I also put in the general my tweet explaining how I got scammed. Now, there's one part I remember about the confrontation distinctly. And he said something like, I was the only one who thought that your content was worth $100 a month. I was the only one who's always been there supporting you, etc., etc. It was something like that, you know, like something super parasocial and really heavy. I have a feeling, and this is my theory, but I believe that he was a mod because he's a really big spender in that agency. He got modded, he confronted her, it was really heavy-handed. She probably didn't know how to handle it, or spoke to it to management. They don't know how to handle it because he's probably funding the entire agency. Like, do you understand that? Like this agency is very small. Like her CCV is probably around like 50-ish. And he's spending so much on them. They're probably stuck in a place where they're like, they don't want to lose their whale. They don't want to upset him too much. And also, he's making all these big claims on social media saying he's getting scammed and stuff. But also, clearly, there's some boundaries he's not respecting. So they decide to nuke the server. With $100? No, he spent like thousands of dollars. At least 1,016, he said. On top of that, another thing that we've noted after some investigating is that most of her chat is like all green names. And I don't know if there's a lot of gifting going on or if like memberships are highly insensitized in this company. Yeah, that's just another thing we noted. So he goes on to say, for the personal rewards, I'm missing the ASMR and the Discord role doesn't exist anymore because it got nuked. I already know the status of the emote. She shared that on Discord as well. Here's the other Donaton sheet she never completed. On this one, she's missing these too. $100 chat pics voice tweet. 150 eat 5 bean minuzold and rate best to worst. So he went to YouTube support and he got a refund and he filed a report. And the refund was for his last month, so he got $100 back. So he got $100 back with tax for one of his monthly membership. Because he says he didn't get the rewards. And actually, I wasn't aware of this, but it is true. It's part of YouTube TOS that you have to give out the perks to your membership. Now, we were kind of asking him, why did you delete your messages? Where's my special privilege? They're listed though. It's not special privilege, it's the same privilege. If your names is in the end of my video, that's your perk. So he says he deleted purely from the frustration that I've been building my treatment as of late. There has been times I was the only viewer and been ignored for whatever reason. I had gotten jealous because it seemed like I was always footing the bill for others to exclude me in whatever was going on. Like actual streams ending because I'm the only viewer in chat. Pandering to her audience that really didn't do much for her, etc. The list goes on. So, shit, I don't even have all the... I don't even have, like, all the screenshot. Wait, there is more. There's a lot more juice. There's a lot more juice in this. Hold up. I'm uncovering a can of worm as we speak, okay? Like, after this, he does a complete 180. He deletes everything in the Discord server. He deletes a bunch of logs. And then, we do some investigation on his account. And he tweets, "Thank you, Specialite Ian, for contacting me and trying to amend the situation. I'm glad to receive such a quick response. I look to further engage through email." And this is after I send him a big message saying, like, dude, clearly they don't want to have you in the community anymore. Something that you did or say made them uncomfortable. I suggest staying a bit away from them for a while. Like permanently. And I was like, but you as long as you follow the rules, you can stay here, but follow the rules. Made sure to say that. But he goes right back. He goes right back to what he was doing after. Leaves the server, doesn't give a shit, goes right back to where he started, in the VTubers chat, trying to stay involved with Specialite EN. And he keeps on tweeting about the situation until Hysteria finally banned him and hid him from her channel. Now, it's funny, these tweets, I find them really ironic because he says, thank you for contacting me and trying to amend the situation, which seemed to have appeased him, which is why he didn't want me to talk about this anymore, but I will because I decide what I talk about or not. And then he says, and also because I found other stuff that I will talk about in a while that I thought was pretty shitty. And then he adds, make sure not to attack any of the great talents of Specialite. Their management has been great in remedying the situation. Any further issues, I'll make sure to contact them first. I'd also like to add during this time I was able to join the other Specialite talent stream unbothered. Thank you all for having an understanding of my situation and allowing me to still enjoy the content I love. And I think it's so ironic that he says make sure not to attack any of the great talents of Specialite when we looked around and we haven't seen one negative comment about Specialite. It's you. You're the one attacking them. He's like schizoing out, saying, make sure not to attack them. You know, I'm so great. I'm so kind. Please make sure not to attack. You're the one attacking them. What are you talking about? And this guy has many alt accounts. He's also been clipping them. Like, he's very involved in the company. We're pretty sure this is one of his alt accounts. Probably won't be making any more clips. I really enjoyed the clips I did make, and maybe one day I might reemerge. Until next time, everyone. So I'm pretty sure he's going to go back to this behavior, but on another account. This is probably him. You know, there's like 5 likes on his tweet. It's probably him liking his own tweets on different accounts. Next level Parasocial. Now, I will say that the way the company Specialite EN is structured, I don't know that much about them, but from what I've seen, it does look like they heavily insensitize parasocial relationships. And I mean, this is kind of people that you get when you do that. Not that I agree with what he's doing, not that I think it's okay, but I do feel like the way the company is set up, like their model is a bit predatory in that way. It's kind of like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This is the prize, that guy. Incentivize. Right, it doesn't justify it, but it's playing with fire. Exactly. And it seems like a lot of those times, these guys like really push. These girls are like usually really, really nice girls, like really sweet, not very heavy-handed. And I don't know why, I feel like these girls are always pushed by these kind of guys to the edge. Like, because they know they can get away with it. This is just my own personal theory, like I'm doing some armchair psychoanalysis. But I feel like they feel like they can get away with more because these girls are just so nice and they're incapable of telling them no in a very firm way. And now, the reason why I was gonna let this rest, okay? I was gonna let this rest, but then some people in my Discord pointing out that there are a lot of fortune threads popping up that sound a lot like him. You know, it's kind of a odd coincidence. And they've also started contributing to the Radom with what they're finding. He's been tweeting, massive thanks to Yuta and the other Eves for their kind treatment. There's a lot of things I want to say, but my respect for them outweighs any comments. I'm glad to have people that won't take advantage of me. And now, some people were like, wait, that's odd that, you know, this guy named Joker seems to be really well known in some 4chan threads. And I read the thread, and it's exactly the same words that he's been using. Hysteria, get off the boards. You've really lost your biggest fan because of its brain rot. Prepare for a long road of shame if you're going to listen to VT. None of these anons were at your Donaton, Gorillas, or even Valentine's, but you punished the one guy that was. This was one of the main reasons I stopped baking, because dumb bitches like her come here. You sacrificed it all just to be a thread, darling. You're just another flavor they'll be trying to taste, and once they get bored, it's over. Bro, he's doing the whole nice guy thing. But I was a nice guy. Fuck you. Fuck. I'm proud you cut the guy loose. You won't have to stick through whatever bullshit you have planned next. Claiming boundaries made you uncomfortable, but Anon's here wanting to throat F and... Okay, I can't say that word probably. And C word in you definitely is the audience you want. Not a soul has the same amount of respect for you here. Yeah, dude, she's doing the nice guy thing. They don't respect you like I do. Yeah, I'm sure she feels that way about you when you're like trying to ruin her reputation across multiple platforms. You're worse than Eliza. My previous post aged greatly about this place ruining people's Oshi stream. As a whale of her genmate, now he's playing, you know, when he's referencing other talents, it's clear that he's trying to make her jealous, like, oh, I'm going into other talent stream. I'm very important. As a whale of her genmate, he asked the bare minimum. Well, the other talents goes to make sure we're taken care of, or at least explain why things are. Joker, if you're here, I'm sorry it had to be you. Literally talking to himself, pretending he's somebody else. You were valid in your concern, and Hysteria is at fault for not being honest with you. Do a chargeback on all of your Specialite purchases. Honestly, a full Schizo crash out would be valid, but you don't seem like the type. And remember what I told you. Hysteria, you're lucky. I have more respect for him than I have for you because these chat messages you sent are very telling to your actual character. You're walking on eggshells, beach. And the first instance of you messing up, I'm on your ass. Joker will get his justice. In the meantime, congrats on the new Latina Onaho. Make sure you take turns. My final question is, if she viewed her top contributor like this, what makes you think she views any of you different? Don't fall for the obvious grift. She deleted Discord because she was sick of dealing with her fans and opted into a one-sided community post. Reality is gonna kick her ass. Also forgot who asked. Jojo was a mod for Eliza and cucked everyone for her in her first ASMR. Promptly wasn't modded, and now Eliza damn near treats him like he doesn't exist. Between the Joker and Jojo, he's more sus due to... I can't take this shit seriously. Between the Joker and Jojo, he's more sus due to there never being any confirmed source of why Eliza does this. Also, PL knower. Joker came out of nowhere, Desu. He was Hysteria's biggest fan. Clipper, whale, you name it. It was him. Bro literally made false flagging, pretending he's somebody else to call himself him. Became a mod. And see, this is where we had a feeling that he was a mod. This is how we got the confirmation that he was indeed a mod. Became a mod and got unmodded for mod abuse. So this is probably the reason why... dude, he's leaking his own truth. This is probably the reason why they nuked the server. He was a mod. They were afraid he was gonna fuck with them because of his, like, irrational behavior. Well, he goes on to say, reason for it was because he was fed up of being put on the back end of her priorities. For 4 months, he never received his 100 tier rewards and Donathon rewards. He confronted her about it, and she pulled out saying something about quote-unquote boundaries. And he left her alone and went to 4chan and X. He made one post asking if it was normal, and another one came out exposing her, unsure if it was him. It was probably him, let's be real. Dude is trying to play 4D chess with himself. Yes. When I am a narcissist and my competition and my opponent is Joker. This is See, didn't I told you guys? Didn't we have this debate one day on stream? You know, I'm gonna do a woman moment here and pull out and bring back an argument we had months ago, chat, about how can you guys take anything unfortunate seriously after that, when literally it can be the same person replying to themselves over and over again, creating a false consensus into the thread, okay? He's made another thread. He's made 3 different threads. Joined his channel, $4.99 a month. My VTuber has a $100 member tier. It's been around 6 months and I haven't received any of the outlined perks. I've already expressed discontent with not receiving anything and she hasn't done anything to correct it. What's the next step? Somebody replied, ask her instead about of bitching into the void. Cancel it if you're afraid of confrontation. I think what sucks is that he stopped after the 3rd thread. He needs to ritual post. True. I didn't. Okay, there's more. I don't want to show 4chan because there's probably bad words. Oh, no, don't show. Okay, phew. Okay, I think I can show this, but I can't scroll. So here, bro, the file is called Scamming Whore. 36 watching now. Membership scammer update. Let this be a lesson to the rest of the 2view grifting whores. Jesus, man, chill out. He says, bitch started typing chat because she's nervous. Keck called it fat whore. She says, my tummy hurts. So I guess this is the no, this is probably after the server nuke. When was this? Is there a date? Yeah, that was yesterday. That was literally 2 days after he left the Discord. So bitter. Let me see if I can scroll down a little bit. Everybody's confused in the thread. They're like, context? Okay, and people are making fun of him, which is like the funniest part. It's like somebody's asking context and somebody else is replying, OP got banned from her chat for being R-worded and is now being edgy on 4chan. Everybody else is like, who gives a fuck? And there's more threads done by him. I could tell instantly that it was him because he uses so much of the same wording that he's been using. Why is it opening up here? He's made another thread pretending it's not him, saying anyone else not receiving their membership perks of Donoton rewards from your talent, Specialite EN, for the past 4 months I've been member to Hysteria and also was a top donator to her Donoton. I've received only the VIP tag, 1 letter and an emote in commission. Out of the 4 letters, 5 ASMRs and another ASMR I'm owed from the Donoton. I won't worry about all the minor things I'm owed. How generous of you. And the caption to this thread, the title is called "The Next Small Corpo Going Down." Isn't that just like he's just trying to destroy their reputation in any way he can? That one was before he joined our Discord. That one is dated from February 27th. And then another one called My VTuber has a $100 member tier. It's been around 6 months. And I haven't received any of the outlined perks. I've already expressed this content with not receiving anything, and she hasn't done anything to correct it. What's the next step? We've already seen that one. Somebody told him you to contact support. So yeah, and then the other 2 threads I showed you. Legally speaking, the perks are owed to him though. So, however, his behavior is not acceptable. Oh, hi, Nobunaga. Thank you for stopping by. So now he's trying to cancel the agency and her, but he's like walking back and forth between like his hate for her and his like undying love for her. Yeah, TOS are still TOS, and like I said, I do have, you know, my criticism of some of the stuff, the way it's been set up. Of course, you should get your perks. I don't know how she replied to him because I didn't get to fucking read her replies because he deleted it too much. But, you know, if you're really busy, just be communicative and be like, hey, I'm working on, you know, the perks right now. My schedule is more hectic than I thought it would be. But they're gonna be coming or something like that. But it really feels like, I mean, he sees her as a slot machine. He really is. He's like, oh, if I keep putting coins in this, something's gonna come out eventually. Yeah, if I keep giving her money, she's gonna love me. You know, if I keep giving her money, surely she'll pay attention to me. Yeah, gotcha waifu. But that's not how it works. Your first reason for donating to somebody, you can't force that, first of all. First reason for donating to somebody is because you want to support their content, you like what they're doing. And that's what he was claiming he was doing at first. People are like, why the hell did you pay $100 tier, man? And he was just like, I just liked her content. That's valid. However, the behavior that came after wasn't valid. I am sure Specialite is aware of him because he's been banned from the channel. So obviously his behavior went too far. He's probably just going to continue on another alt or direct his anger elsewhere. I feel like some videos talk about that stuff. Some people are targeting small streamers by donating huge amounts. Wait, isn't that what Nuzagi and Parrot were telling me about? Like the grooming small VTuber situation? Like how mods groom small VTubers? That's how it goes. You donate a huge amount, you get modded, you get to talk to them one-on-one in Discord. I think that's, if you're in a VTuber corpo, there needs to be some degree of separation between you and the audience. There was a video? What's the video, Menduko-sai? That's what happened to the Russian idol Yen? Yeah, which one? What are you guys talking about? I have no clue. Yeah, but this one is 4 figures? Yeah. It was a Nuzagi video. Wasn't it a Nuzagi clip? I think it was with me. Oh, you guys are talking about Rero Ron? That's not the same. No, that was... No, that's not the same. That was a manager. Yes, about Gunpei, yes. I guess some stuff that's happening to Gunpei is more similar to that. I am making a video on my main channel on it. That's why I haven't talked about it on my side channel. My stomach is hungry. Yeah, she met up with viewers IRL and received gifts. That's why they were upset. Because she received gifts IRL in the amounts of thousands of dollars. So she bypassed the company. They didn't get their cut on it. I think that's why they were upset. What should I order for my free run watch along? Bro, I already cried like before streaming. I had a little cry. I'm gonna cry again for free run. God damn it. I ate Five Guys the other day. It was alright. The Cajun fries were really good. Remember promised a reward where if you super chat $5, she would tattoo your name on the left boob of her VTuber model. Surely she wouldn't scam us. I am a scammer by nature. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them, chat, okay? I will scam you and you will enjoy it. Now take it like a big boy. No, at Five Guys, they gave you Cajun fries. Real fries? No, Cajun. They were really good. Yes, a hamburger steak fry for war. No, I need the free run hamburger steak. Thank you for the heart. Thank you, Nobunaga. Thank you so much. Yes, Mistress, we might be a good boy. Cringe. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for the super chat. A free run burger. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm actually starving. I had the shittiest sandwich from Tim Hortons that I inhaled right before the stream. It was so bad. It was just bread. There was nothing inside. There was barely any mayo. There was a tomato. There was literally a lettuce in it that wasn't cut. It was half a lettuce leaf. And it was like the upper part of the lettuce that's not like crunchy. Like the soggy part, you know, the top part of it, and it was all sticking out of the sandwich. And they had like some microwave bacon in there. Aw, thank you, horse lover. Thank you. Yeah, it was a sad lettuce. Yeah, I guess it is a BLT. I'm at the Taco Bell drive-thru. What do you want? I'll take a burrito wrap. Thank you, bro. Ah, you're bro, man. Thank you, Curve. Hey, yo. And a Diet Coke, please. Yeah. I like fountain drinks. Okay. I'm gonna raid you guys into the free and watch along waiting room. I hope we can have some good time and end the day on a good note. On top of that, I just want to say that, like, I really like Frankie from One Piece, okay? He's an amazing character. I think he's really funny. Every episode I watch, I write in the Discord that I love Frankie. I mean, I don't love him that way. I just mean, like, he's so great. Super! I love that he, like, every time he hears somebody else's story, he gets so, like, emotionally invested that he cries, and he's just like, you're a man, you're a real man. And he's like, I'm gonna help you, bro, I'm gonna help you. And then the rest of the Straw Hats are just like, bro, don't be so quick to take on somebody else's problems. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. So, you know, I walk back what I said about Frankie earlier. When he first showed up, I thought he was a bad guy, okay? I didn't like him. He stole the Straw Hats' money. His crew beat up Usopp. I didn't like him, but now I'm okay. You said you cried earlier. Are you okay? Yeah, I just got overwhelmed with stuff. Too much things going on. Tech issues, too much shit. And I was tired from the horseback riding. Sometimes the horseback riding gets frustrating when I can't get what I want out of the horse, you know? Or they don't listen to me. I get a little bit frustrated. I waited too long to watch One Piece. It was too scuffed. Yo, I had the same feeling when I first started watching One Piece. I was like, what the fuck? Because you can tell that at the beginning of the series, the TVs that were, like, popular back then, they were not the same ratio that they are now. They were more square. So the image looks like it's stretched out. It looks like very low quality. The audio looks super low quality. The sound effects are janky as fuck. It gets better though. Like, I'm sure the newest seasons look and sound better. You get used to it. Especially after watching Dr. Stone, who's like a super new anime, and then going back to One Piece, I was just like, whoa. It does get better. Like, honestly, the story, the way it's written, it all ties back together. There's not like a single character that's just there for no reason. They all have their purpose. But yeah, it's great. All right. Really? There's a point where you will be, is this the same show? Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, this arc that I'm in right now is pretty long. It's like this zombie arc, and they're fighting a warlord called Moria. And Luffy's got his shadow stolen, and it's been put in a zombie, and the zombie's super dumb. And Luffy told the Straw Hats, because Zoro also got his shadow stolen. And then Luffy told the other Straw Hats that he met Zoro's zombie, and he was like, oh yeah, he's exactly like Zoro. And then Chopper and Robin meet the zombie, and they're like, he looks nothing like Zoro. And Robin's like, yep, he looks nothing like Zoro. I fucking like Luffy. He's so fucking dumb, man. No, I like Thriller Bark, but it's getting a little long now. But I do like the skeleton man with the afro. He's funny. I like him. He's very energetic. Gecko Moria is one of the 7 warlords. Yeah, but then again, like, Luffy beat Crocodile before, and Crocodile wasn't that strong. I mean, yeah, it was a close fight when Luffy fought him back then, but that was like 3 arcs ago. Luffy's way stronger now. He's got like gear 3 and stuff. Yeah, but I skip all the filler. Bro, there's like 1,000 episodes to go through. I am watching the fillers. Yeah, so I believe in Luffy being able to beat Moria. I think the fight will start soon. He's like found him. I think Moria's trying to buy time because Luffy's only got till dawn to beat him up. Zoro got his 3rd sword. Yeah, I just finished that fight that he had with the samurai zombie. Did you skip the filler after Skypiea? Was the part where they're in the marine they're in a marine enclave, like a marine fortress? Was that filler? Because I watched that. Oh yes, and that one zombie tried to marry Nami and fucking Sanji was so upset. He got so fired up. Oh, that was canon? I enjoyed the whole marine fortress arc. It was funny. I thought it was funny. Yeah, understandable. One Piece is a time commitment. I've only been watching that. Yeah, and the lion saw Nami naked, and that really pissed off Sanji. Mm-hmm. The next 2 arcs change everything about the show. You know what I didn't like? I didn't like that they made Ace fight this really strong guy that Shanks told Whitebeard that Ace was now ready to fight. And right after... Wait, was the guy that Ace fought Moria? Oh no, it's Blackbeard. Okay, never mind. And then right after that, the episode ends on a cliffhanger, and then they send us to fillers. Seriously? The Ace fight into a filler and we don't know what happened? Fuck you, One Piece. I guess we'll find out later. But it doesn't look good since Shanks said that... I mean, Shanks was trying to convince Whitebeard not to let him fight him. Yeah. Okay, so... Ace is strong. Dude, I love Ace. He's cool. He's hot. In both ways. And... he has a cool personality. And his drip is awesome. If I was a dude, I'd dress exactly like Ace. I saw a video comparing Usopp and Stark from Free Rent. Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, you know what I really loved about Usopp? I fucking love that, that the fucking ghosts wouldn't work on him because he's already too negative. I love that! You know what? The ghosts wouldn't work on me either. Because the ghost would go through the characters and make them weak, make them lose, like, they would become really negative and then they didn't feel like they could win the fight anymore. And, but it didn't have any effect on Usopp because he's already too negative. And then he wins the fight against the girl who's a really strong, like, zombie commander. And then he's like, yeah, you should have thought about it before challenging me to a lie and negative competition. I'll always win those. That was great. That was great. I'm glad Usopp showed up there. That was amazing. I love that. I love One Piece. It's getting better and better as it goes. Like, absolute cinema, for real. For real. Okay, I'm leaving for sure now. I'm leaving for sure. I'll see you guys in the Free Run Watch Along stream. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.